All right, welcome. We're about to dive into a hidden world of numbers where things like math, mysticism, and pop culture crash into each other in some really unexpected ways. We're going to connect some dots that, trust me, seem very, very strange at first.
So let me just start by throwing a puzzle at you. What on earth could possibly connect a piece of gym equipment, a psychic villain from a massive TV show, and a 9-year-old Swedish girl with superhuman strength? The answer, as wild as it sounds, is a hidden language of numbers.
And that's because, in the world we're exploring today, numbers are so much more than just for counting. They're symbols, they're archetypes, and they're carriers of this hidden energy. We're going to peel back the layers on the math we all learned in school to find this whole other system of meaning just hiding underneath.
And to really get it, we have to start with the most powerful and probably the most misunderstood number of them all, the concept of nothing, the number zero.
You know, zero kind of lives this double life. In math class, it's a practical tool. It's a placeholder. It's the neutral point on the number line. Super useful. But in mysticism, it's everything. It's the cosmic egg that holds all potential, the great void where creation comes from. It's literally the beginning and the end.
Think of zero as the ultimate spiritual wildcard. It represents the source of everything, that pure, infinite energy before the universe even got started. It's a clean slate, a symbol not of emptiness, but of a space where absolutely anything is possible. And here's the kicker. It's an amplifier. It doesn't add value, but it magnifies the spiritual energy of any number it sits next to.
This brings us to its role as the alpha and the omega. I mean, just look at its shape. It's a circle, a loop. It's the source from which numbers 1 through 9 start their journey, and it's the void they return to. It basically turns a straight line into an infinite looping spiral of cosmic cycles.
So, if zero is all about wholeness and these perfect cycles, what happens when a number just refuses to fit into that neat little system? Well, that brings us to our next key player, 11. This is the number of disruption. This is the one that breaks all the rules.
In normal, everyday math, 1 plus 1 is 2. Simple, we all know that. But in numerology, 11 is considered a master number. It has a much higher spiritual vibration. And because of that, it refuses to be reduced. The two ones don't just add up, no. They stand side by side to create something totally new, a gateway.
So why does it get this special treatment? Well, first, people see it as two pillars forming a gateway, a portal to a higher consciousness. Second, it represents this idea of synergetic unity. It's like two individual ones achieving a brand new state of oneness, kind of like you and your reflection in a mirror. You can't just add a person to their reflection and get two people. And finally, as a master number, it's just on another level. It's a high vibration frequency that's simply exempt from the normal rules.
This rule-breaking energy of a number 11 connects it directly to one of the most powerful archetypes in all of mythology, the trickster. This is the great agent of chaos, of change, and ultimately of revelation.
There's a fantastic German word for this kind of energy, Unordnung. It translates to confusion or disorder, but it's so much more than that. It's that revolutionary chaos that just erupts when you try to force the world into a neat, unnatural box. And in the process, it shatters all the old, rigid systems.
And this energy is everywhere. It's embodied by tricksters in every culture. You've got Loki in Norse mythology, the coyote in Native American folklore, Mercury the god of thieves, and even the fool in the tarot deck who just blissfully walks right off the edge of a cliff into the unknown. They are all spirits of illusion and deception that end up revealing a deeper truth.
Which brings us to a modern and much, much darker interpretation of the trickster, Vecna from Stranger Things. He sees our whole society, with its clocks and its rules and its routines, as this deeply unnatural straitjacket. His goal is to shatter that illusion, to break all the made-up rules and bring back what he sees as a more natural, predatory order.
But a trickster doesn't have to be evil. Contrast Vecna's dark rebellion with the joyful anarchy of Pippi Longstocking. She's a rare female trickster in Western culture, and this 9-year-old girl uses her impossible strength and wild imagination not to destroy the world, but to expose just how absurd the rules of the adult world really are.
And this is where it all comes together. This is how we see these abstract ideas about numbers and archetypes actually manifest in the real world, through a highly specific, modern-day ritual performed on a rowing machine. I know, but stick with me.
So this is a system you could call rowing gematria.
It's a personal ritual where every single number is chosen for its symbolic meaning. The distance is set to 9999 meters, using the number 9 for completion. It's broken into 11 splits, bringing in our gateway number, and the pace is meticulously calculated to land on a final time of 4444, a number associated with building and stability.
But the truly fascinating part happens during the workout. As the rower progresses, the countdown creates these numerical echoes. These are palindromic patterns some people call angel numbers. You see 90-90, 81-81, 72-72. Each one is a perfect mirror, a little sign that the body, the machine, and the ritual are all in perfect sync.
The entire ritual builds to this one single moment of temporal convergence, what the creator calls #MagicZero. It's the exact second that the distance meter hits 0, while the clock simultaneously hits 4444. The start and the end, the distance and the time, all collapse into a single point of nothingness.
And that brings us full circle. This whole journey, from joyful tricksters to a meticulously planned workout, is ultimately about the power of zero. As this quote says, it's the silent partner that gives every other number a place to stand. It's the empty stage where everything else happens. And it really makes you wonder, what incredible potential is just waiting to be found in the nothingness all around us?